generally don't like players.
It's like Dr. J when I was a kid. You know, he was our idol, but we'd never seen him play.
No, sir.
No, you know, it was in the ABA. You guys, that's way too old.
I don't know.
I'm looking, maybe you understand what I'm saying, right? Right, thank you.
Doctor Who?
Yeah. You know, some of our guys may say that, you know. On that note, thank you guys. This is one of our better sessions.
So Doc, can I ask about, so I don't know if we can talk about when Leonard can come back or not, but kind of what do you guys miss without him out there?
Shooting, you know, and just his movement. He plays at a great pace. He creates an action off the ball, you know, that the other teams have to focus on. You know, so you miss that.
Coach, last year you said nothing really surprised you about how good your team was last year. But what about this year?
You know, I don't know about this team. I know we're going to be good. I mean, you can just look at our guys, but we haven't. You know, we're 20 games into a basketball season, and we are, you know, as a staff and as a team, we know we have a long way to go, that we're going to get a lot better. The record, I'm very happy with. You know, we've had one of the hardest as far as teams played this year, and we've won it, but we're not together yet, you know, and so I think that would be the positive thing so far.
Rodney's out there shooting on the floor right now, and at first it seemed like a scary injury. Can you just talk about the update for him?
I have no update. I don't think he's close to returning, you know, I mean, he may be out there shooting, but I don't think he's close.
The Wizards use a lot of dribble handoffs.
Yeah, a lot of.
In pretty much any lineup they throw out there.
Yeah.
What makes those so, and they're super effective on them. What specifically about them beyond just personnel makes those?
Well, personnel is the big reason. You know, it really is. And then the pace, and it creates indecision. The whole league is doing dribble handoffs. You know, they really are. You know, we all go into ebbs and flows, you know, from pick and rolls to DHOs and to handoffs. Handoffs are different than dribble handoffs. They're easier to guard in some ways. Right now, it's a dribble handoff league, you know, and so the more effective players you have off the bounce, you know, it creates that 1 second of indecision, and in that 1 second, you get hurt. I think they do it as well as anybody.
Doc, over the last year and a half with John Wall out, Bradley Beal's really stepped up his game in playmaking. Is that where he's made some of the biggest growth?
Yeah.
Not a lot of guys can really.
Yeah, you know, you got to give him a lot of credit because he came in the league, and the thing was make him put it on the floor. You know, don't let him catch and shoot. Most players stay that way through their career. You know, you think about all the players, they usually, at the beginning of their careers, they're great catch and shoot players. At the end of their career, they're great catch and shoot players, but they rarely add the dribble. You know, they all add the straight line dribble. I mean, anyone can do that. But he's good off the bounce now. You know, he's a terrific pick and roll player. He goes both left and right. So that has to come from work, and he's put it in.
You were just talking about being happy about the record, given that you've had really no practice time over the last few weeks, and you're working in two guys who aren't used to playing together. That's just more impressive in how you guys have been able to accomplish that. Yeah,
but it hasn't fooled me. Like I know, like we could not win it right now like that. You know, we have to get better as a team. We understand that. You know, we were just telling Brian. You know, I don't know how many years I've coached, 20 maybe. But I've never had where my best two players have going into game 21 is yet to have a practice together on the floor. Not one. You know, they've had one practice where they're opposing, but never. They have yet to be in the same lineup and have a practice. I don't think I've ever even heard of that. And yet that's us right now. I think we've had 3 shoot-arounds with this group. So there's times we look good on the floor, but visually I can see us. We're just finding a way, which is great. I think that may, at the end of the day, teach us a lot about our team as well, and that may end up being a very good thing. But you also have to get some continuity at some point, and that's what we don't have right now.
Doc, Bradley Beal's been drawing comparisons to Ray Allen basically since the day he got in the league.
Yeah.
With the way his game has evolved, do you feel like he sort of fulfilled those in some ways?
Yeah, I don't know. Ray was pretty good. You know, so I don't know if you fulfill. I think we won I always say let him finish his career, and then we can have that talk. You know, he's a great player, and let him just be Bradley Beal, and we'll find out later.
I don't know how much you watch Rui Hachimura at Gonzaga, but how do you think he's adjusting to NBA level?
Very well. I think he's going to be a terrific player. You know, I watched him a little bit in college. I don't have to watch a lot of the college stuff. But, you know, I've watched a lot lately, obviously, because we're preparing for him. He's going to be terrific. He's going to be a really good basketball player. He's far more physical than I thought. I didn't know he was, you know, I watched him the other night. I didn't know that was part of his package. So he's going to be good.
You talked a little bit about the dribble handoff action and Bradley Beal's playmaking. With this offense clicking the way it is there anything else specific you're looking to take away from them, given the continuity that they have? And
well, we're a switchable team, so that helps us. You know, you still have to guard it because they're coming off, and you know, a lot of times we're doing dribble handoff to get switches so we can create matchups. You know, against us, you don't really get a matchup on a switch. You know, you dribble handoff, and now you have Kawhi guarding you, or Paul George, or Pat Beverly, or Mo Harkless. You know, so those are, you don't get in a real advantage when you get to switch. But you want to just slow their pace down off the dribble handoff. That's one of the things I think we've done pretty well. We're jumping the dribble handoffs to make them go the other way and just stop them from going downhill.
Even with all the fluctuation in the lineups and different guys in and out, you guys have been a top 3 defense over the last month.
Yeah.
Offensively, you guys have kind of struggled, and it seemed like San Antonio game was an example of that.
Mm-hmm.
Has that surprised you that some of the chemistry stuff has worked defensively fine, but not as much offensively?
No, not at all. I think defense, like before they met, they were good defensive players, right? Like, you know, Paul George, good defensive player. Pat Beverly, Kawhi, Mo. So you just assume that. You really did. Now, the team defense is what's clicked in. And that's why we're a better defensive team. You know, we're top 10 in both, but I think we are far closer to being great defensively right now than we are offensively, and that's the area that we have to keep getting better.
Sorry, one more Rui Hachimura question. Some people like Chauncey Billups compared him to Kawhi Leonard. Do you see that similarity?
I wouldn't want that. No, that's too early again. I think let him be him. Like, he's going to be terrific in his own right, and I think in 15 years from now, because he'll be still playing probably, we'll find out who he is. But everything I hear about him, forget the basketball part, is that he's supposed to be a great kid, you know, and that helps when you're coming to this league. If you have high character and talent, you usually turn out to be a heck of a player.
What were your thoughts on the City Edition jerseys?
Have we not worn them?
Well, I didn't get your thought on it last time.
I think they're terrific. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I think they're terrific. What are your thoughts? Okay, thank you. You don't use drip when you talk about it?
No, that's your term now.
No, oh, okay, but we can't use that when we're talking about jerseys, or no?
Not really.
Never, no.
I thought Shay taught you all this.
No, you tried. He told me to stop.
After San Antonio, Paul struggled, and he said that he felt like he was sometimes not aggressive enough, looking to make plays for guys. When he thought he's trying to walk a fine line between being aggressive and making plays. What do you think of that balance he's struck so far?
I like how he's played other than the San Antonio game, to be honest. I don't think a great player should ever not be aggressive. I tell him that all the time. I don't know about I should have been unaggressive when I was a player, you know. But you want Dominique to be aggressive. You know, you want Michael Jordan to be aggressive. You want LeBron and Kawhi and PG. They're all going to be aggressive. And everyone else's job is to figure it out. And I tell them that every day. It ain't your job to figure that part out. It's everyone else's job. And we will, and he will.
Hey, Doc, you guys beat the Mavs last week, and the Lakers lost today?
So does that mean we're better?
Oh, no. I wanted to know what you... That's what I wanted to ask you.
Okay, cancel it right now. We're good. You know?
No, just what do you make of it?
It's just the NBA. You know, you catch every night is a different night. You know, travel. You know, teams are leaving. I don't put a lot of stock into the regular season matchups. You know, you learn a lot, but you don't put a lot into it as far as who won and lost. All right, guys. I'm going to go and do my job, and I hope you guys have fun doing yours as well. Thank you very much.
Hey there, NBA fans. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe at Fanatics View down below.